Hello everyone, I'm Amari, and welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. We're looking for the Daravara? How do you pronounce that? I don't know. I'm not sure whether I have to look for anything here, though I do. Oh! Ooh! What is that? Oh, my dog went to get something. And someone that is not Cullen is playing with my dog. Cudgel of the Golden Ebon Queen. Dog found something. Okay. There might be more, because, I heard that she said there's something hidden here. Might as well take a look. And I don't know what that could have been. Oh! Oh, it's just a read thing. Wager notes. Notes carried back and forth by runners. So many royals weren't in jeopardy, Leonard. I'd say we should let the Chevaliers throw the Inquisition out of the Winter Palace. M. We're in accord. Their puffed-up soldiers are everywhere. One challenged me at the gate because the fool confused my house's mask with a family not even invited. Why do they think they are in charge if they can't even master even basic courtesies? L. Disgusting. I caught an Inquisition soldier and a palace guard in a fistfight. A. What happened? M. I stopped the fight, of course. We don't need this exalted council further out of hand. A. A terrible thought occurs. What if nothing gets decided? What happens to our wager, gentlemen? L. Make her forgive. If that comes to pass, we can give the royals to that farm your sister runs for retired chargers, Leonard. At least the old war horses won't be left out in the cold. M. Is that it? That's what I found. Doesn't seem like it, because I was walking past here when she's like, Oh, here it is. Paper Dog, a collection of letters, invitations, urgent messages, and other sundry papers, all addressed to the Viscount of Kirkwall. Someone has folded them into the shape of a Mabari sticking out its tongue. That's not folded into the shape of a Mabari. Lies. I don't think there's anything else hidden. But just to be sure, I'm just gonna have a little walk around. There's no one left here. Everyone's in bed or hiding from this. I thought it was a person. It scared me for a moment. At times like these, I wish I got that Inquisition perk of like extending my range of
I should look around.
Oh, see, I said it. I said it. I said it. Ugh, I hate looking for stuff when I feel like I've already looked around and then new items pop up because I'm like, where? Where do I look? Huh? It's overwhelming. There's too much to look for. Whenever ready. Oh. Letter to Arl Tegan. Arl Tegan, I spoke with relatives on the Arlesian side of my family, and they also don't know why the Inquisition's guards are suddenly everywhere. Everyone is nervous. Maybe now the Winter Palace won't be so sanguine about the Inquisition's forces at this council, or the standing army to the east. They did say Lavellen looks preoccupied. She has certainly spent enough time locked up with her advisors. Everyone's waiting to see what will come. Ban Wharton. There's nothing. Well, why did I go all like, I should look around? There was nothing to look around for. Those two just making out over there. Well, that was a waste of time. There was nothing to see. Well then, let's go forth. Use the keystone to activate the illuvian leading to the Davarad. Davarad. Oh, stop you. Do it again. Oh, stop. Okay. Or are you just swatting a fly, maybe? I'm still heartbroken. I want to select this. No? Okay, fine. Fine. Let's see. What is this cudgel? Cudgel. I just want to see what it looks like. Oh, it looks disgusting. It looks like a beehive. Don't like it. Golden Ebon Queen. Okay, that makes sense. It is for a bee. Okay.
Leliana told us about what happened with your hand.
I'm glad to have known you.
No matter what happens, it has been my honor to fight beside each of you. Let us show all who would cross the Inquisition the price of their mistake.
Oh, wait.
Enjoy me while you can. I expect you'll all miss me terribly later.
Is this the
Thank
end?
you. All of you.
Is this it? Wait, I've never been here. Where does this go?
Precisely where we intended to go, darling. But still, an amusing diversion.
Whoa. Where are we? Book of Butterflies. This book opens to reveal thin slats of wood and glass pinned to cushions. Inside the slats are a confusion of colorful butterflies. Some are small as copper, others with a wingspan as large as a hand. Engraved on the front are the words, "In celebration of your 20th anniversary with fondest well wishes, Countess Lutetia." I have no idea. How did we even get here? I was trying to head back to go down the ramp and then I just saw this instead. Moonlight of the Feast of Shadows. The front cover of this novel has a group of armed men and women fighting a horde of imaginary monsters, while a winged horse with a horn flies in the background against an enormous rainbow. There's text on the back. In the far future, a disparate group of men and women from all corners of the land band together to end an unstoppable evil. As these bold adventurers go from traveling companions to friends, will their secrets and desires tear them apart? Cloud Luna Lily, an ancient elf pulled out of time. This brawny warrior scholar seeks only to return to her lineage in the distant past, but the voices calling her forward aren't what they seem. Ren, this mysterious thief, used to sing in taverns while deftly lifting items from the wealthy. Many have fallen in love with the diminutive Heartbreaker, but Ren has a dangerous pact with a sinister figure in the shadows. Lancaster Marlowe, a gifted but eccentric mage traveling the wider world for the first time. Marlowe's ambition for power is matched only by an uncanny ability to thrust his new acquaintances into danger. Elena Brightstone, a knight of low birth under a mysterious curse, the idealistic Brightstone seeks to bring honor to her family name while divesting herself of calamitous death, the magic that may doom everything she holds dear. Tilka, an orphan of great resolve, young Tilka seeks to restore the balance of magic in the world. To do that, she must seek guidance from her foster parents, if she can find a way back to the surface of the moon. Not all may survive their journeys, for these are the perils of a land unrecognizable, a time immemorial. Join them in Moonlight on the Feast of the Shadows at the end of the 13th Age. There's a note slipped into the novel. Enjoy the book, my dear. It's Lord Fleming's most ambitious yet. I'm not sure what a moon whale is, and at times there's a scandalous amount of attention paid to young men's backsides, but I doubt that will put you off the slightest. What am I looking at here? A faded letter. This unsent letter is dated 941 Dragon, a month before the opening of the breach. Marcel, forgive the absence of my letters. The Dalish raids were ominous enough, but now Gaspard's chevaliers ride through my estates without so much as a by your leave. What a time to rattle their swords. A shipment came the other day with things that will not travel well. A rare Navaran miniature of Andraste, a triptych lattice of finest oak from Tevinter, and most wondrous of all, a pre-chantry full-length elven mirror. The mirror was discovered after an earthquake near Valdorma brought to light an unplundered elven ruin. I purchased the entire lot. There were some other minor artifacts and trinkets, and the mirror was quickly become my favorite. My wife insists we leave soon, and I suppose she is right, but I cannot bear to leave it behind. I will send for the mirror when I am safely in Val Royeaux, then throw a party, where you can marvel at it yourself. Warmest regards, Ioan. Please help me understand where I am. I have... What am I... the hell is this place? I mean, it's cool. I found a place. There's just no idea how I got here. What is that?
Look out!
Look out. Oh, shit. What the hell? Whoa, what is it doing? What? But why? This has nothing to do with the story, is it? I just found like a random room. Illustrated periodical notable changes. Some of the chevaliers serving Duke Ennis will now carry shields with dovetailed dividing lines instead of their previous flory. Lord Fortier and of House Aegel will join in union with Lady Vauclane of House Soris. A full-face mask in the Montsemardian crimped style containing 2 colors from each noble line's heraldry may now be worn by first and second cousins of either household. Lady Westmith of Denerim will join in union with Lord Pierre of the House of Venur. A half-face domino mask, black with white trim, rubies, pearls, or opals may now be worn by Lady Westmith's direct relations. From a panoply of faces, an illustrated official listing of heraldry and masks within the Blessed Empire of Orlais, issued quarterly. Well, wherever we are, we got treasure. The hand that cuts. Notes on methods of enchantment. The writing of these papers aches to be looked at. Shimmering light as if under an enchantment, the notes are handwritten, but each letter is as perfectly uniform as from a printing press. Notes on the first attempt. Improper balances in the bindings woven into the materials led to a catastrophic unraveling. The first batch is lost, but I will have supplies brought in from the same stock to illuminate whether the imperfection is within the material or the enchantment. What is this ring? Attack speed, movement speed. Does anyone need a nice ring that has attack speed and movement speed? What's the taken shape? The ring grows unusually warm when slipped into a very pulselessly, as if the time. I'm gonna use it. Okay, that was a nice diversion. Even if I did not intend to come in here, I was trying to look for a way back. Because I think I was going the wrong way. Interesting. I was trying to go here. And then I got lost because, you know, my sense of direction is pretty awful. Here. This is where we're supposed to be going.
The Daravara. All right, everyone, get ready.
Daravara. Thank God she said it. I wouldn't know how to pronounce that. There's too many ways to pronounce these freaking fantasy words. It's so difficult.
The Daravara.
Daravara.
This. It's an Alluvian graveyard.
Where did the Kunari get all these? How long have they been studying Alluvians? The sooner we stop this invasion plan, the better.
Okay, how come Iron Bull had no idea any of this was happening? Oh my goodness. Goodness, this new ability is awesome. Stop hitting Dorian, jeez.
Whole thing.
Could he even reach him? There. Oh, might as well get closer. Is this where the Kunari just hang? Like, this is their... Oh my god. This is their home? Oh, I see it. Oh, no, it was on top of me. I was misled. Oh! Like Veilfire. Hold on. The writing on these pages is completely incomprehensible, even to a naive speaker of Kunlat. The handwriting resembles the scratches of an inebriated chicken, but the drawings are meticulous, an excruciatingly careful study of several alluvions, along with exploded diagrams of their inner workings. We don't need to bring Veilfire with us because I have mages, so I can just grab it later. Yeah. And if I do need to go back, I... Oh, ow!
Oh, we should hurry.
What's
Here
happening
they
to me?
come.
Why are the Kunari calling this plan Dragon's Breath? What do dragons have to do with assassinating heads of state?
I
don't
know.
understand any of this.
It's probably just to do with the bombs. I mean, it's fiery bombs.
Patrolling guards. We need to deal with them as quickly as possible.
We'll just kill everyone, doesn't matter. Oh shit, there's more up here. Is there any we can detonate? Oh, perfect. Oh wait, no. Okay, I did this in a very, very disorganized way. I'm probably gonna regret it any moment now. Yeah, I'm regretting it already. Ah! Ah! Oh!
That's quite the door.
Oh! There you are. I hate these assassin type ones, they move around so quick.
Dead.
I bet he has the key, but we'll look around. Belt of retaliation. Yep, gatehouse key. Okay, I'll take a look at the belt in a moment. Hold on. Logs of Daravara, gatekeeper. The entries in this book are written in several different hands and occasionally even different languages. From the few entries in the common tongue, it appears to be a log filled in by various guards who have watched the gates of the Daravara. Morning, artifacts brought in by Hisra Kith. Original location not in manifest. Asked Iskari, was told they're from ruins. Please remind agents that all relics must be properly catalogued or the Ta'arbas will never stop complaining about it. Afternoon, 3 Kiths deployed, including Iskari of Hisra Kith. Told her to write down locations in her manifest this time. Evening, Kisra Kith reported back. Iskari handed me a manifest that just said, outside Daravara, asking my sten for a knife. Okay, I have to turn those. Hold on. Let's look up here. Aww. Ooh, he can climb up. And climb down. Take. Don't know what. Oh, gatehouse key. Climb.
Red lyrium. Do the Kunari have any idea what they're dealing with?
Perhaps it just needs the magical touch.
Scrap of writing from Ben Hasrath agent. Excavated mural believed to be self-portrait of Fenrir. It was Solas.
That didn't work. That didn't work.
One sees hunter, one flees from it, one hunts it in turn, one outwits them all. Wait, didn't I light this?
Well, that didn't do the trick.
Oh, there's a puzzle here.
It's no good.
One hunts something, one blah blah blah. Maybe we have to go downstairs. Excuse me. Sa'arath. This letter was clearly written by a few lines at a time over the course of multiple days. As the ink at the start has already faded slightly, elf who is Talus. It is no longer my role to instruct others in the Qun, but I will share what I can with you if it brings you peace. You are not alone in your struggles to achieve mastery of yourself and your purpose. May Vidathari come to the Qun filled with fear and anger. These feelings build walls brick by brick within the self. They prevent you from seeing the others around you, from seeing the world as it is. And they convince you that you are alone and in darkness, that you must fend for yourselves. The walls are real, but the darkness and the solitude, the world that they create within the self, that is all illusion. You must work to tear down the walls if you wish to see the truth, and the truth is this. I'm stumbling on my words. No one is alone. It was the wisdom revealed to Kozlun in the desert long ago. What looks like solitude is connectedness. What looks like darkness is only the space between stars. This portion of the letter is slightly newer, and the handwriting, which was exceptionally tidy at first, has become somewhat looser, as if written in a hurry. And it is not just Vidathari who struggles with these illusions. The world changes the self, and we must balance mastery upon its turning tides. Once I was an Ashkari, and I spent my days examining the philosophy of the Kun and trying to seek the enlightenment that Koslun found. But my dreams of demons took me down a new path. Here, the writing is filled with crossed-out passages and the script becomes shaky. Some of the ink is still wet. And now with the song Liquid crossed out. And now I study the dam which holds back magic at its source. We will cross out. It is our purpose to cross out things. Change. Little Talus, the world changes, find purpose in people around you and your role will be clear. Remember when crossed out. It will be hard to find wisdom in the noise. The noise is an illusion, like the darkness, but the walls are real. Remember that. Tear down the walls first and you will see the truth. Ta'arath. It's the Dreadwolf.
Is that an astrarium? How did the Kunari move it here?
A word of advice, stay away from the glowing pyramid.
Okay, there's a supply cache here. That one stayed flamey. The one that hunts first. What is this thing? One sees the hunter, one flees from it, one hunts it in turn. One sees the hunter, one flees from it, one hunts it in turn. One outwits them all. I'm just guessing here. Is there one more that I have to light? I don't see any more oh, there was one. Car. Back here, right? Am I remembering correctly? Oh, that's already lit. What? Was that? There's nothing else to light, though. Sounds like there's 4 things to light. Oh, there. Bloody bargain. Okay, so I did get it. How are we on? We're good. Yeah. We good. Okay, now to sort out this thing. I have a gate key. I have to use it on here, I guess. Oh.
It's open. Let's go.
That was not difficult at all. Why did Dorian run in? Question. Why? And then Cassandra didn't, but Dorian did. Just so much death. They're stuck at the door, I think. This is great. Wait, there's stuff to read here. Written instructions for new workers. While some of this letter is written in Kunlat, most of it is in common tongue. The letter is blocky and simple but tidy. The dragon's breath must continue regardless of concerns at the Winter Palace. Many are new to the Kun and have not yet learned to trust. Your worry is understandable. The rest of the world has betrayed you. And who have been to the Daravara know the difficulty of maintaining this specimen for extraction for as long as we have. If we delay Dragon's Breath, we would have to dispose of the specimen. Creating Gatlock is normally a slow process, requiring much mining and careful alchemy. Venom extraction offers the only means to deliver the Dragon's Breath quickly and in large quantities. To delay Dragon's Breath is to lose any chance of bringing peace to the South without needless suffering. The Kun demand we save the workers of the South from a bloody war and deliver them into our teaching before corruption further overtakes the land. Others have voiced concern over the specimen. The Kun does not demand cruelty to any living being, but all creatures have a place and a duty under the Kun. The specimen serves as it must. When Dragon's Breath is complete, it will be extinguished quickly and painlessly as when we slaughter animals for food. Allow your superiors to deal with the agents of Ben Harel and remember your role in the service of the Kun. What specimen? What specimen are they talking about? Journal notes found in the barracks. There are several entries in this journal, some in Kunlat and some in Common, as if the writer was practicing their language skills. The last page reads, "Sent to palace again, moving things around. Bashems never notice who comes or goes. When the Dragon's Breath comes, they won't know what hit them." There's stairs there. Hold on. Check this. Oh, I think that's the way. Ah, God damn it. Let's go check out these stairs. Come on. Oh, my hand.
My dear, are you all right?
No, clearly not. Where are we? Oh, we came from here. Right? Yeah, we came from here. How did I not notice this door? Ooh, loot. Amulet of physical immunity. I'll put stuff on later. I'm just kind of lazy. Should I get... No, I don't need that supply cache, but let's save just in case I'm like, yeah, I did need that supply cache. We seem to be good. The study. Dragon Breath Plan. The document appears to be written entirely in Kunlat, but contains a number of complicated diagrams, including detailed blueprints of Halam Sharal and a number of other palaces and fortresses. They're unlocking illuvians.
Morrigan said the key to an illuvian could be anything, including knowledge or power. So they're stockpiling both. That's how they got the keystone and opened so many of the illuvians we've seen.
Yeah,
They will have
destroying them.
defenses in place. We must not stumble into anything blindly.
Letters and replies. A letter with an Inquisition seal sits half buried in a pile of memos. There's a lot of reading in this one. To the Honorable Salasari Triumvirate of the Qun, on behalf of the Inquisition, I must humbly inquire as to the hostile actions of your agents in Halam Sharal. We can only view the attacks by Ben Hassarath agents upon our officers and infiltration and sabotage of the Exalted Council at Halam Sharal as the prelude to a declaration of war. If the Kunari people do not wish to provoke retaliation from the Chantry, these hostilities must cease at once. Respectfully, Ambassador Josephine Montelier. Several incomprehensible messages in Kunlat follow. A letter in common with elegant script has been torn open and crumpled into a ball, but the writing is still legible. To Ambassador Josephine Montelier of the Inquisition, the Triumvirate of the Kunari people wishes to assure you that despite the loss of the dreadnought Bereth Locke and its crew of the 100 souls in a failed joint mission with the Inquisition 2 years past, military action has not been approved against the Inquisition. No one in Parvolan has authorized actions of any kind involving the Exalted Council, nor will they. We are seeking out the Ben Hassarath priest, who appears to be leading this operation without our consent. Once she is located, we assure you that these hostile actions will cease.
Is that a copy of Swords and Shields?
Go on and take it, Cassandra, if you want to read more smut. I won't judge. Oh. Okay. Supply cash? Supply cash. Hold on. You know what? I might as well take it. Yeah, I might as well take it. Supplies replenished. Oh. A literal dragon. Not just the
Dragon's breath
bomb.
is an actual dragon?
Tethar! Bars!
Whoa, what are you doing here?
Inquisition! Nira Tasia Sara! Miraba Sadim Kata!
Oh, damn.
You have come far enough, Inquisitor. No more.
To battle!
Oh my. Oh my. Cassandra? Okay. Ah! Are we gonna have to defeat that dragon? Because I don't know if I feel ready. Oh, it's stuck. My buttons are stuck. Oh my god. I do need a new controller. I don't want to. I've had this forever. I'm super attached to it. Uh-oh. Oh, no. We'll be fine. 'Tis but a little tiny scratch. Ah! Oh my god. Jeez, dude. Oh, we're in a corner. Let's get out of this corner. Dorian. Hey, let me read this. Orders posted in the factory. Portions of this are indecipherable kunlat with that might be formulas in an unfamiliar number system. One section has been translated for Vidathari workers in the factory, then circled repeatedly, underlined with arrows drawn around it by someone who's clearly very insistent that it be read. For primers, combine no more than 1 part Atashi venom with an equal amount of deckroot, oxen, and 3 parts powdered silverite. Adding more venom will dissolve the casing of the primers here in the factory and fill the room with deadly gas. Whoever keeps getting the formula wrong needs to see me immediately. We have a great many primers to make on a tight schedule and cannot afford any more delays due to mistakes. Alright, here we go. Ooh, another supply cache. Animal Handler's Logbook. The first half of this logbook appears to be notes on the care and feeding of animals in a free marcher's lord manners. After that, it shifts into practice phrases and kunlat. Later, it begins again in the following. Beast presents chafing around limbs and tail, likely from attempts to use chains while its natural strength remains. Muscles are slack from confinement. Daravara says she initially tried drugging the beast, but the amount requires to keep it sedated changed the quality of its venom so that it was no longer useful in producing gatlock. She says fire has kept it under control, while the heated panels kept it in a state of comfortable drowsiness. Daravara is not as good as deception as she thinks she is. She does not like what we are doing to the beast. She calls it Atashi, which means something like great thing, and repeats saying from the kun to herself that she extracts the venom. There's a lot of reading in this. It's like too much exposition. I do not disagree with her. I saw enough harm done to the innocent beast that my lord's sneering commands. The beast, the Atashi, deserves better than the pry bars and needles we use upon it each time we drain its venom gland. Daravara says I may be needed at the Winter Palace. It is likely that some view elves with suspicion thanks to these attacks by the agent of Fenharel, but a human woman may still pass unnoticed among the servants. She says I may be asked to deliver more gatlock in different containers. She says that it could be dangerous and that if I do not return, most will assume I am dead. As I said, Daravara, why am I having a hard time with that name? Is not as good a deception as she thinks she is, but she is right. I did not join the Kun for this. All right. Too much reading. Who would want to read in a time like this? Too much exposition. Whoa. Okay, we have Atashi here. We have...
If this creature is as vital to the Kunari operation as it looks, we should destroy it at once, my dear.
Yep, we
Her
should.
captors have already mutilated her. It seems needlessly cruel to kill her.
Well, we have to kill her, don't we? She's a dragon. Oh, Oh, we could free the dragon
We
instead.
will
How do
not
we
let
free
you
it?
cut down the Atashi.
How do we free it?
Atashi Itwa, Kerasam.
The gate is open. Now we move the rings.
Move the rings. Move the rings. Move the rings.
Hishara.
Move the rings. Oh my god, girl. Take a potion. I'm busy. I'm looking for a way to free the dragon. I should not free it. But at the same time... Oh, here.
Turn the rings. Those barriers are holding the dragon.
The barrier is blocked. It cannot move.
Barrier is blocked. What the hell? Okay, I cannot figure out how to...
Daravara Dim Kata.
Everyone's dying while I'm trying to figure this out. I cannot understand it. What does this mean? Just take a bloody potion while I try to figure this out, okay? And then if we die and we have to do it again, at least I have figured it out. But where is it supposed to face?
This is the honor of the Inquisition? Attacking an innocent creature?
No, we're not not trying to attack it, man. We'll sort it out. We'll just reload when I figure it out. Oh, that one does the inner circle. But where is it supposed to face? This way? I think. The other one was stuck. Ow. Wait. Shh, leave me alone. Hold on. The other one said it was stuck. Ah, bloody hell. Wait, let me reload this. Okay. What I think I have to do is I have to put them all together.
Kunari operation
This
as
one
it
does the
looks,
inner ring.
We should destroy it at once, my dear.
Her captors have already mutilated
So this one
her.
does the inner
It
ring.
seems needlessly cruel to kill
And
her.
if I just line it up with the ones in the middle ring, or yeah, the middle ring, like
We will not let you cut down the Atashi.
this, like that, and then I line them all up. And then I move the middle ring, because they all kind of move together. Yeah, see? I move this one here. Or, no, they're all gonna move. So I move this one to where the other one is and line all of those up. At least I got the gist of that. Are they all lined up? One more. Oh no, that's too much now. Okay, everyone sort everything out while I try to do this. I'm still figuring it out. Can you... Freaking A. Okay, come on.
Ishara!
There. Yeah, that's lined up. Okay, now to move the other ones, then open the gate. Oh. Damn it. Ah. Oh, there are bombs. Okay.
Merala Sadim Kata!
Then I move all of these, yeah, because they all move together, away from the gate, and then open the gate.
The barriers are set. Now we just need to open the gate.
And we just need to open the gate.
Atashi Itwa! Kera... Come!
Oh, there's another bomb thingy here. Come on, guys. Keep it together, please.
Got it! It's opening.
Ah. Oh, there. Did it. Yeah. That was easy. We almost died doing it, though.
Hashara!
Oh, come on. You're fleeing? You coward.
Dear Inquisitor, you have such little time left. You must finally see the truth. Elven magic already tore the Sky of Heart. If the agents of Fen Harel are not stopped, you will shatter the world as well.
Whoa. We're not working with them.
The Inquisition has nothing to do with these agents.
Come, Inquisitor. I am the eyes and ears of the Kunari people. Do you think you can deceive me? You would have died from the mark on your hand, but for the help of one of their chief agents. The same agent who helped seal the breach, who led you to Skyhold, who gave Corypheus the orb, then founded the Inquisition. Solas, agent of Fen Harel.
What?
This would have been a better reveal. If they didn't show it earlier, this would have been a better reveal. Solas betrayed us?
Solas is an agent of Fen Harel.
Did you not know? We thought you were his ally. Solas tricked us all. He pushed a dying Kunari into the Winter Palace to lure you into opposing us. Without him, we could have brought the South peace and wisdom along the gentle path. Now we must take the way of blades. Hannah Hayden, Inquisitor. If it is any consolation, Solas will not outlive you.
Wait, is that why my mark is hurting me now? Because Solas is not here to keep it in control, to keep control over it? Am I gonna die without Solas? I need him to heal my hand, right?
Solas is the only one who can help with my mark. We find him before Vidasala does.
The Vidasala cannot have gotten far.
Whoa, we are in a lot of pain from trying to fix that dragon. Please let there be a supply cache here, because, oh, we are in pain. Where are we? Oh my god, they're going after Solas. We are not. Ah!
Everyone back!
Anchor meltdown. The anchor now builds up power even faster. Using it is difficult but discharges all accumulated focus. If the focus reaches full power, the anchor discharges uncontrollably, damaging you and your allies as well as nearby enemies. Jeez, okay, so I gotta watch the
like
focus.
this, it will kill you. Solas must help as he did at Haven.
Solas, the agent of Fen Harel. I suspected something was off with our unwashed apostate.
So I have to discharge it manually? Oh, thank God. What? What were you guys doing here? That's annoying. I have to discharge it constantly. Please tell me you guys are following me. Thank God, because they weren't earlier. See, I have to just discharge it constantly now. Let's save here.
That must be where Solas is.
Then let me discharge myself. That is so annoying that I have to discharge it constantly to not hurt us. How inconvenient. I need Solas here. Stat. Solas, you gotta fix my arm. Where the hell are you, Solas? My arm is going crazy. Discovered the gully. Oh, there's Dreadwolf thingies here. Oh, it throws me back a lot, too. How inconvenient for my powers to be this strong. Too strong to stay inside my body. Ow. You're right, Dorian. just constantly discharge it. It's fine. It's kind of useful having it go off often, but it's like the animation for it is so slow because I'm like, ah, it hurts. I stumble backwards. Cassandra's stuck again. Look at her. There. I just have to make them jump. Oh, not that way. Okay. This way. I'm an idiot. That was dangerous of me. Oh, we fell. Oh my gosh, falling backwards every time is a problem. It is problematic. Hey, I stealthed myself, okay? Come on, let me heal. Oh, come on. Cassandra, take it. Ah. I really hate that animation of falling backwards. I hate it so much. Okay, just don't fall off the edge here. Don't fall off the edge if I'm gonna do my thing. Do facing this way, so backwards this way. Yes, perfect. I'm probably doing it too often. I'm just paranoid.
Help Dorian!
Dorian's fine. I'm not fine. I am not fine at all. Dorian will be okay. He's... Oh, there was someone else back there. Okay. It's fine. Oh, we're in the Elven Ruins. Shrine to the dead Dreadwolf. Oh. That big dude back there is kind of scary. Ah, no.
Back me up.
Yep, we back you up. Animation takes so long. You know, you too.
Be ready. They have reinforcements.
Of course they do. Whoa. Oh. I think it hit Vivian already. Come on, magical powers. Magical barrier, get it down. Yeah, almost done. Sort of. I should really watch what he's doing, but, you know, I don't care. Oh, he's hitting us. This Sarath guy sucks. That does so much damage to him. Oh, what is he doing? Oh. The animation, it's just so funny. It's like every time, like, and then fall backwards. Jeez, so much damage. Oh, where's he going? Oh. Okay, he's going here. Oh, crap. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing to
It
us?
seems the Cerebas is no longer following orders.
Oh? What do you mean? Get to Solas before Vidisala.
They arrived!
Hey. Ah. Boom. Ah. So much explosion. I am a loose cannon. Who would have thought I would be the liability, but I really am. Whoa, why is everything looking weird? Whoa, what's going on? Let's save. Oh, can't save here. Oh, okay. We can save here? Save. Heh. Oh god. Oh my god, that's a lot of people. You're crowding, guys. You're crowding around us. Damn. Come on. Reload my ticking time bomb. Whoa.
We must hurry.
I am hurrying. I don't know how else to hurry through this. Whoa. Boom. It feels crazy that I'm just fighting through this. Would there be a way to fail this if I don't keep pressing forward, that I don't get to Solas before the Vidisala? You know, you're stuck up here, aren't you? Hi, kitten. You're awake. Don't touch anything, okay? I'm here for the bomb. There's one dude there, but he does not want... Oh my god. He does not want to join the fight. You know, he doesn't want to join. Let's just go. Yeah, let's just go. He doesn't want to join. Ooh. Lots and lots of opportunities to refill my supply cache.
You are dead, Inquisitor. Your soul is dust.
I'm just beelining it to wherever I go. There's like a lot to explore. Whoa. But there's no need. Wait, why is he full health again? Everything looks so strange. Okay, I don't like how this is looking. Where's he going? Is he going here? Oh no, he landed already. Shoot. Goodness. Takes a while to kill him. Ah! There are things! Who is this Saara? I mean, like... Oh no. He feels so unimportant to me right now. Just a random dude that I'm fighting that works for Vidisala and somehow healed himself. Oh, damn it, I think I missed him. Oh, here we go. Raid Demon. Dorian, don't stand in it. Whoa, what's this? Oh. 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 Hey. There you go. He's almost halfway. He's halfway dead. Almost, oh, more than halfway. I wasn't really paying attention. I was trying to figure out if I've ever, like, other than the things I've read recently, really not much I know about this guy. Saareth. Strong guy. It would have been cool if, like, Iron Bull knew of him or something. I don't know. Almost. Get out of that. Where is he? Oh, there. Whoa, was that Dorian's haste? Come on. Come on. Just die. Oh, don't know who you are. But I feel like if we had more time to know each other before this, I would have been more invested in your death, but now I just want you to die. Whoa! Pride demon. Okay. Aw, it has so much armor. Oh no, I hate it. Hate it. I hate it. Oh. Easy kill though. I feel kind of sad killing these demons knowing that once, like because of Solas, knowing once they were spirits who were not necessarily evil. Makes me sad. Where is he?
He's invulnerable. Use your mark.
Oh god. I need to heal. How did he become invulnerable? How powerful is this guy? Save. Exit. Were they turned to stone? It's just me? Alone? Where's Cassandra?
Ebesit kata, etwa ost.
Maraskata!
Your forces have failed. Leave now and tell the Kunari to trouble me no further.
Oh!
Solas.
Oh my gosh, so he was helping me.
That should give us more time. I suspect you have questions.
I came to find you.
The Kunari were trying to kill you. I wanted to get here first.
I know. They sought an agent of Fan Harel. I am no one's agent but my own. I fear that the truth is much simpler and much worse than the Kunari believe.
You're Fen Harel.
I was Solas first. Fen Harel came later. An insult I took as a badge of pride. The Dread Wolf inspired hope in my friends, and fear in my enemies. Not unlike Inquisitor, I suppose. You also know the burden of a title that all but replaces your name.
The hell? I don't... They're like Mythal then.
Are you a fragment of what Fen Harel once was? Like Mythal?
No. This is all I have ever been.
And the legends?
I sought to set my people free from slavery to would-be gods. I broke the chains of all who wished to join me. The false gods called me Fen Harel, and when they finally went too far, I formed the Veil and banished them forever.
He made the veil?
Thus I freed the Elven people, and in so doing, destroyed their world.
I have so many questions. How did you form the veil?
You love the Fade. Why would you create the Veil to hide it all away?
Because every alternative was worse.
Meaning?
Had I not created the Veil, the Evanurus would have destroyed the entire world.
The elven gods are dead.
You banished the false gods. You didn't kill them.
You met Mythal, did you not? The first of my people do not die so easily. The Evanurus are banished forever, paying the ultimate price for their misdeeds.
How did the gods go too far?
You said that the elven gods went too far. What did they do that made you move against them?
They killed Mythal.
Huh?
A crime for which an eternity of torment is the only fitting punishment.
I thought Mythal was one of the Evanurus.
She was the best of them. She cared for her people. She protected them. She was a voice of reason. And in their lust for power, they killed her.
Oh my god. The veil destroyed the elven world, though. Yeah, it got rid of magic.
How did creating the Veil destroy the world?
You saw the remains of Via Dathara. The library was intrinsically tied to the Fade, and the Veil destroyed it. There were countless other marvels, all dependent on the presence of the Fade, all destroyed. Your legends are half right. We were immortal. It was not the arrival of humans that caused us to begin aging.
It was the
It was me. The Veil took everything from the elves, even themselves.
God. How did they become gods?
The Evanurus were elven mages. How did they come to be remembered as gods?
Slowly. It started with a war. War breeds fear. Fear breeds a desire for simplicity. Good and evil, right and wrong, chains of command. After the war ended, generals became respected elders, then kings, and finally gods. The Evanurus.
What happens next?
That's the past. What about the future?
I lay in dark and dreaming sleep while countless wars and ages passed. I woke still weak a year before I joined you. My people fell for what I did to strike the Evanurus down. But still, some hope remains for restoration.
He was asleep
I will
until...
save the elven people, even if it means this world must die.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Why is that necessary?
Why does this world have to die for the elves to return?
A good question, but not one I will answer. You have always shown a thoughtfulness I respected. It would be too easy to tell you too much. I am not Corypheus. I take no joy in this. But the return of my people means the end of yours.
Whoa.
It is my fight. You should be more concerned about the Inquisition. Your Inquisition. In stopping the Dragon's Breath, you have prevented an invasion by Kunari forces. With luck, they will return their focus to Tevinter. That should give you a few years of relative peace.
And then... Is it really my Inquisition?
The Kunari said the Inquisition was unknowingly working for agents of Fen Harel.
I gave no orders.
You led us to Skyhold.
Corypheus should have died unlocking my orb. When he survived, my plans were thrown into chaos. When you survived, I saw the Inquisition as the best hope this world had of stopping him. And you needed a home. Hence, Skyhold.
You gave him the orb?
You gave your orb to Corypheus.
Not directly. My agents allowed the Venatori to locate it. The orb had built up magical energy while I lay unconscious for millennia. I was not powerful enough to open it. The plan was for Corypheus to unlock it, and for the resulting explosion to kill him. Then I would claim the orb. I did not foresee a Divinta Magister having learned the secret of effective immortality.
What would have happened if Corypheus had died, and you'd recovered the orb?
I would have entered the Fade using the mark you now bear. Then I would have torn down the veil. As this world burned in the raw chaos, I would have restored the world of my time. The world of the elves.
Then the evil gods return.
If you destroyed the veil, wouldn't the false gods be freed?
I had plans.
Truly.
I never thought of you as someone who would do that, Solas.
Thank you. You must understand. I awoke in a world where the veil had blocked most people's conscious connection to the Fade. It was like walking through a world of tranquil.
We aren't even people to you.
Not at first. You showed me that I was wrong. Again. That does not make what must come next any easier.
Whoa, what the hell? So we were pawns.
You never cared about us. We were the means to an end.
You were people, and you deserved better. Like all the rest I've used in one hopeless battle after another.
What about the Illuvians?
You control the Illuvians now.
Yes. You remember Briala from Halam Shiral? For a time, she controlled part of the labyrinth. One of my agents was supposed to take it from her, but he did not succeed. I had to override the magic personally. The Kunari stumbled upon this section independently. With them gone, the Illuvians are now mine.
What's wrong with the Inquisition?
You created a powerful organization, and now it suffers the inevitable fate of such. Betrayal and corruption.
It's not that simple.
Do you know how I discovered the Kunari plot? The plot I disrupted by leading them to your doorstep. The Kunari spies in the Inquisition tripped over my spies in the Inquisition. The Elven Guard who led you to the Kunari body? Who intercepted the servant with the Gatlock barrel? Mine.
Liliana sucks if she didn't see any of this. Why did you help?
Why bother disrupting the Kunari plot if you're going to destroy the world regardless?
You have shown me that there is value in this world, Inquisitor. I take no joy in what I must do.
He's just playing with us.
Until that day comes, I would see those recovering from the breach free of the Qun.
Why?
Because I am not a monster. If they must die, I would rather they die in comfort.
What the hell?
In any event, it is done.
I'm not gonna think. You set us up.
So you
Feels so
let us
betrayed.
do your dirty work.
The mistake was yours to fix, Inquisitor.
What about the mark?
There's still the matter of the anchor. It's getting worse.
Yes, I'm sorry. And we are almost out of time. The mark will eventually kill you. Drawing you here gave me the chance to save you. At least for now.
I'm going to redeem you. I don't want to kill him. He's an elven god. And kind of like him. I love the way he talks. I know he did some bad, but I feel like there's a good boy in there. Oh, I'm so attached to Solas. I can't kill him. I feel betrayed. I'm so sad. I'm going to redeem you. The Inquisition will try to convince Solas to change his plan, not like he...
You don't need to destroy this world. I'll prove it to you.
I would treasure the chance to be wrong once again, my friend.
Come on,
Take my hand.
Solas.
I'm sorry. Live well. while time remains.
What? I feel so heartbroken. That was my friend.
Agree something must be done, but we cannot lose the Inquisition now. We stand on the brink of war with the Kunari.
Yes, because this Solas provoked them in the first place.
The Inquisition did not cause this threat. We informed the Summit of the danger.
The danger posed by Kunari spies inside your organization.
Without our organization, you would not be alive to complain.
No one has forgotten what you have done. But Corypheus is 2 years dead.
If the Inquisition is to continue, it must do so as a legitimate organization,
Where'd
not
my
a
arm
glorified
go?
mercenary band.
Inquisitor.
Where the hell is my arm? Did Solas take my arm? The Inquisition will serve Divine Victoria. Efforts against Solas will be stronger, but risk corruption. Oh my god. This is an impossible choice. Risk corruption. Or disband? You know? When I started Trespasser with this summit, I would have never disbanded the Inquisition. Never. I would have kept it going to rebuild whatever was left of. But after seeing Solas and, you know, I have Kunari spies, I have Solas' spies in me, in my organization, like it just, and then him saying that we're going to be corrupt. It's an eventuality. And he's going to end our world. I don't think the Inquisition is meant to stay. It's that last scene with Solas. I don't think the Inquisition is meant to stay. I think I'm just really, I don't know whether it's just because I'm really sad that Solas is like, because I had him in my party this whole time. It's not like he was just sitting in Skyhold. I feel really sad that he's like, I can tell that there's like good in him. I can really tell. I can tell that, you know, it is a hard choice for him. But he's going to end the world. What the? I don't know if I want to serve the Divine. I don't want the Inquisition to be under the thumb of the Chantry. Even if it is Liliana. Our work is done. This is so hard. I don't want to make this choice. But at the same... Like I said, I would have never disbanded the Inquisition while there was still work to be done. But the corruption, the spies, the efforts against Solas will be weaker, but more secure. I would rather a smaller group. If this is what it means. Like this big Inquisition we built up, disbanded, and just working on getting Solas to understand. I don't want to kill Solas. He's an elven god, but also he was my friend. I want to... this choice is... It's killing me. I cannot have this corruption in our ranks anymore. I built this Inquisition, like, in my head, like, for me, to fight what was necessary and to not have all these spies and corruption within. The Inquisition needs to end.
You all know what this is? A writ from Divine Justinia authorizing the formation of the Inquisition. We pledge to close the breach, find those responsible, and restore order, with or without anyone's approval. But if the Inquisition now threatens the very stability it helped create, it is clear our time is done. We will not become what we once fought against. We do not have the luxury of corruption and complacency. If this organization has become too large to do its job, there is only one solution. Effective immediately, the Inquisition is disbanded.
The entire scene with Solas broke my heart a little bit. The Inquisition is nothing without my friends anyways. They're all off to go back home and continue their lives. It would be nothing without them. In short order, the Inquisition was disbanded. Some were relieved to see the unpredictable organization. Wait. Others preferred to remember the Inquisition's good works and the many lives it had saved. Those who had served returned to their former lives, knowing they had stopped a great evil from destroying the world. And hoping that the peace for which they had fought remained, once the Inquisition was gone. With the dragon's breath disrupted and any hope of a swift victory dashed, the Kunari retreated back to the north. Few knew what debates were waged in Parvalin, but not long after the Exalted Council, the Kunari launched new attacks against Tevinter. Their aggression caught the already unstable Imperium off guard. Tevinter was soon mired in a war many feared could spread across Thedas. The Exalted Council remained intact, advising Divine Victoria on important matters. Cassandra served for several years. While she often disagreed with Leliana's policies, the former right and left hands of the Divine shared a mutual respect and worked well together. Cassandra also spent time in the Hunterhorn Mountains north of Orlais, where she worked to rebuild the Seekers. For a time, the new Seekers remained reclusive, showing no interest in worldly affairs and working to a purpose few outside their border or order could guess. My eyes are like... Ugh. The end of the Inquisition, as it had been sent shockwaves through the College of Enchanters. Madame de Fer Abli played on the mage's fears. Her followers united to build a new circle, with Vivienne as its Grand Enchanter, in direct competition with the college. Of course, Vivienne would do that. What the circle lacked in numbers, they made up for in political connections. Soon, they were a force to be reckoned with. Yikes, that's not ideal. The two institutions settled into an uneasy coexistence across the south, vying for power. They're gonna be at war. After the Exalted Council, Leliana devoted herself fully to the Sunburst throne and her dream of reshaping the Chantry. Within a year, she removed restrictions surrounding Chantry priesthood, allowing men and women of all races to be initiated and ordained. This decree was followed swiftly by her decision to return the Canticle of Shartan to the canonical chant, a move that divided Andrastians deeply. A rebellion to renounce her and the return to the Chantry to its former state arose, beginning first in Orlais, then spreading to other parts of Thedas. That's not good. As quickly as it began, the rebellion faltered. While most agreed that the rebellion collapsed due to the infighting, some whispered that the Divine herself engineered its failure. The rebellion fractured into a number of separate cells, some of which limped on for several months, before disappearing into obscurity. With the Inquisition disbanded, Sarah joined the Inquisition in officially retiring from scaring people in high places. Oh my god, sorry. By formal account and agreement, both would lead boring, safe lives, nowhere special, doing not much at all. So I joined Sarah. Look at my arm. I have a crossbow attached to my arm. That's me, right? The Inquisitor? And with that comforting lie, those in powers continue their fragile lives as though all was back to normal. Yeah, because I said I would join the Red Jennies. That's cool. Meanwhile, Red Jenny, an entirely separate person, not at all collectively embodied by Sarah, the Inquisitor, and countless friends. It's funny. Come on. Continued to make a difference or just have fun, where and when the impulse struck. At least, we're kind of like the Robin Hood of Thetis. I don't mind it. With frequent visits to her widow, of course. Who's her widow? Is that Scout Harding? Is it? Perhaps most unnerving was Sarah's standing offer to the Divine. Which is what? When the knobs piss about with your left hand or right, call on Red Jenny to give them 2 fingers. Oh god. Sarah is an acquired taste, you know? Varric returned to Kirkwall, where, as Viscount, he resumed his work rebuilding the damaged city infrastructure. Under his rule, the city-state finally resumed its place as the major trade hub of the Free Marches. He continued to ignore all mail from both the Merchants Guild and the Prince of Starkhaven. With the Inquisition disbanded, the Bull's Chargers returned to taking jobs throughout Orlais and Ferelden. Fighting demons and clearing out the remains of Venatori forces, the Iron Bull did his part to restore order to Thetis. After the Inquisition disbanded, Cullen and the Inquisitor retired to a private life together. Oh, with HeyAmarii. Look at Cullen's face. Unburdened by the restrictions of their offices, they continue doing good work on their own terms. That is, after a long overdue visit to Cullen's siblings, who were overjoyed to meet their new sister-in-law. Oh my god, happy family! Dorian returned to Tevinter to take his father's place in the Magisterium. As rumors flew about the Imperium's infighting, Dorian was spoken of often as a voice of resistance against corruption. Along with Magister Maevaris Tilani, he formed a group called the Lucerni to restore and redeem Tevinter, a fight many thought hopeless. Those fighting by Magister Pavus' side noted that he kept in constant communication with the Inquisitor via message crystal. He did, he gave me the sending crystal stone. Whether for vital information or for moral support, these talks seem to give Dorian the strength to continue his fight. Now we're just gossiping half the time. Talking about people's fashion, all of that. After the exalted council, Tom Rainier bid farewell to his friends and went to Wysop Fortress to pledge himself to the Grey Wardens for good. While he was rarely seen in the years that follow, some said they encountered Rainier in far-flung lands, their accounts always similar. Rainier carried out the duty of the Wardens, but always found time to help others along the way. I'm glad to hear that he is redeeming himself. Sometimes he served as a shield for the defenseless. Other times he spread simple cheer among children with gifts of small carved toys. With the Inquisition disbanded, Josephine made her farewells and returned to Antiva and her family. Thanks to the Inquisitor's help, the Montiliers were once again permitted to trade in Orlais. The next few years were a busy time, as many ships with the Montilier crest were built and set sail, again from Antiva's harbors. Soon, Ravani pirate captains with an ancient feud against Josephine's ancestors took to the seas, determined to rekindle the rivalry. Apart from Josephine's sister, Yvette nearly eloping with a dashing pirate prince on one occasion, Lady Montilier took the development in stride. Cole took to the road with Meriden to find a new life and a new way to be human. Wherever Meriden went to sing, people found old pains eased and hearts made happier, even if they didn't understand why. After the events at the Winter Palace, elves left the Inquisition under mysterious circumstances, as did elven servants across Theta, are they going to Solas? No one could say where they went, but those who believed the Inquisitor stories about Fen'Harel wondered just how large the Dreadwolf's forces were. Solas. And what the ancient elven rebellion had planned. Solas, how could you do this? Forever marked.
My agents have found nothing. With the Illuvians, he could be anywhere.
With the Inquisition officially disbanded, we have no army, no formal alliances.
We have what we truly need.
We will need to be careful.
Solas knows everything about us. Who we are, how we work, our strengths and weaknesses.
Then we find people he doesn't know. We will save our friend from himself. If we can.
Oh my god. We disbanded and then got back together. Oh. I have so many most of it is just sadness right now. That last scene with Solas was the saddest part of the entire game because of how betrayed I felt. And that means that I'm gonna have to convince him not to destroy the world. Because I don't want to kill him. He's my friend. I mean, if I have to. I will, but he's a god. I don't want to just kill a god. One of my own gods, too. I don't know if there is a post-credit cutscene here or anything, but thank you guys for supporting this series. Thank you to everyone on my Patreon. I know I don't really mention stuff like that. You know, you guys have been with me along the way. You kept some really crazy secrets from me that I was never spoiled. I was always encouraged, and you guys are really amazing that you know, you make sure that I have the best experience possible every time I do a Let's Play. So yeah, just thank you. I have a few ideas of what to line up next, but for now I'm going to finally watch the Veilguard trailer. So that will be up soon-ish, hopefully before my trip. But yeah, I can't wait for the next game. I don't know. Maybe the trailer will put me off. Maybe it'll make me even more excited. I don't care. I love the companions here. The companions in Inquisition were the best part of the game. So yeah, until the next one, guys, take care.
What is this? A new book? All this shit is weird. Oh, Varric, that is a terrible title. What are you even thinking? The sky churned like a rolling sea on a dark and stormy night, centered on a gaping hole that led to the arse end of nowhere. A hole that spit up many things that day, comets, demons, and a whole lot of trouble. It's about the Inquisition. The din of the tavern cut the silence like it owed the carter money. In the middle, in her element, Red Jenny. She looked me up and down, mostly down. "Not playing, weirdy," she said, gesturing with and dismissively eating a sandwich. "Don't write that. Seriously, piss up a rope." Sarah made the subtext text, which suited me fine. The court enchanter swirled into the room like a drop of beautiful poison spreading in a wineglass. She sized me up with a glance. "I'm so glad you made it, my dear," she said. "I am Madame de Fer, the most terrifying person you shall ever meet." Liliana enfolded Alphonse in an embrace as warm as a serpent's kiss. "I always knew I could count on your support." The Count did not feel the bite of her poisoned dart until it was too late. "Even if it requires your death."
I like her voices she's trying to make for the other companions.
Drops of rain glistened on the griffin medallion grasped tightly in Blackwall's hand. "The silverite wings of valor. They mean nothing." He flung the medal to the cold and uncaring ground. "You don't know what I've done. You don't know me." So romantic. Cole moved like a shadow that also moved like a knife. A shadow wearing a hat where dreams came to die. "It's a riddle," he whispered. "A cold riddle that gnaws at your mind, but you'll feel better when it's gone." That makes as much sense as anything Cole says.
That's exactly his pacing when he speaks.
"Do you place your herald above the law, Ambassador?" "Whose law, my lady?" Josephine's eyes glittered like angry opals. "The law destroyed by rebellion, by civil war, by poor fiscal management. We are the law."
She rolled her R's. We are the law.
We left our mark on Adamant, but the dust hadn't settled, and neither had Harding. "I can offer you a drink, if I catch your meaning." "If you'd caught my meaning, you'd have offered a double." What is even happening here? The Iron Bull was a great slab of muscle with horns that could hang a tapestry. One eye scanned for threats, while the other hid behind an eye patch like a chantry's sister's old sins. "Come on," he barked, not looking back as he entered. "The dancer with the great rack comes on in 5. That is spot on, actually. The commander had the look of a Templar who had seen the worst of humanity, yet still had the time to style his hair. "This isn't just a war," he said, his gaze steely like a dull blade. "It's the only war." Cullen! That's Cullen!
Yeah, that is Cullen.
The mage wore a class of handsome sneer cultivated by 1,000 years of Tevinter elitism. "The name's Dorian," he glared. "Dorian. Spell it right, you marble-headed lump, or it's toad time." A toad? That's hardly credible.
Where is this book, and could we read it? Or have Cassandra audiobook?
The bold elf spun, mage staff crackling like the city after a good man's murder. "You're crazy!" the Red Templar cried in terror. Moonlight glinted off ears like the knives you never see coming. Better to fade out than burn away. Ugh, Varric. Wait, where am I? I don't... Oh, here it is. The Seeker clutched at my vest, her tears as desperate as they were pitiful. "Varric, I was wrong about everything," she sobbed. "Could you find it in your noble heart to forgive me?" That dwarf, he put me in the book! I'm in the book! I am reading the shit out of this!
To all who played Dragon Age Inquisition, who laughed, cried, and reached out on social media, who made fan art and comics and cosplay and jokes, thank you. Dragon Age Inquisition was a labor of love. Without you, it would never have been possible. Your support and your passion touched us deeply. We hope that in some small way this game touched you as well. Bear your blade and raise it high. The Dragon Age team. I'm getting all choked up.